Alright, welcome back. We're going to do some more Anki drills today. This weekend I'd like to do another, I guess I don't know if I'm going to do another mock-up because, so not only that, one thing I forgot to mention is my place of employment actually has off on Veterans Day. So tomorrow I'm going to have the full day, so I can plan to do something tomorrow as well. I think what I'll be doing tomorrow is just more Anki, but I'll try to do a lot more of it than I usually do. I'll spend the whole day on it. I'll basically still be going to work, but I'll be working on this test. Okay, so BMP, I remember this. This is basically like a testing thing where you can verify that your circuits, your connections are up by creating a BMP probe. So it's going to be a service, edit services, BMP. Oh, not BGP, BMP. Okay, well, I thought that's what it was. Oh, you know what? No, this is different. This is BGP monitoring. So you can set up a special. So if I do edit protocols, BGP group, my group, I can set up a special thing to monitor BGP. So I can set BMP monitoring. BMP stands for oh. Oh, okay. So you can monitor. BMP changes the routing options settings. It looks like, so you can do route monitoring. Yeah, you can do monitor, enable. Yeah, and then I think you can filter out what gets monitored. I guess I'm not exactly comfortable with that. So let's look at the answer, and then I want to do this again. Okay, so it's going to be a routing option. Now it's a station, I guess. My station. Oh, we actually already, I think, called it in. No. Yeah, you don't. Like, the name is just. Yeah. So set station address. Yeah, so this is kind of throwing me for a loop here. So let's do Juniper JPR-961 BMP. I don't think BMP is on it. Oh yeah, it's for graphs. So yeah, I don't think BMP is going to be on it. Oh, it's actually JPR, not JNPR. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just not sure that this is going to be on the test, and it's something that's kind of new to me, so I just think I can probably just delete this card. Let's look at the curriculum again. Okay, so here's the curriculum. They took off the 960, we just got the 961. So if I look at BGP, yeah, I think this is something that was a part of the old one, because we don't have anything about monitoring or anything like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to delete that card. I just don't think BMP is going to be a part of it. Okay, so let's delete that card. Yep, so we're deleting it. Now it's interesting that they have a note and a card. I don't know if this is a note or if it is a card. Okay, but let's try deleting a note. Oh, okay, so it looks like you can delete, well, I don't know. It looks like it successfully deleted it. Now, infrastructure real-time performance monitoring, I think that is definitely going to be on there. Well, again, so it looks like it's not here, so maybe it's under troubleshooting. I don't know, but I don't see it here. I don't see yeah, I don't see that on here, so I'm tempted to delete this as well. Yeah, I'm really kind of shooting in the dark here, unfortunately. Yeah, and then remember, these notes are from the 961 version, not the 960. So I think I'm going to delete this card as well. Alright, so this is infrastructure miscellaneous. Let's take a look at it. Okay, yeah, so this has things that'll be on there. Setting up SSH, setting up LLDP, that sort of stuff, yeah, is going to be yes, so securing the control plane, that's going to be a big part of it. Oh, god damn it, they still haven't fixed that. So yeah, user accounts. Now I'm surprised that they don't say anything about SSH specifically. I mean, maybe SSH is already set up or something, and then you just go in and create a new user account, so I don't know, but oh, you know what? No, they do, because AAA is kind of like SSH. I should practice AAA. Oh man, I'm just so worried about this test. I don't know if I'm gonna pass it. I hope I pass it. I'm gonna need to take a quick break. I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back from my quick break, so let's keep doing the Anki cards. And I just deleted the BGP monitoring. I don't think that's going to be necessary. But all this stuff will probably be necessary. I'm pretty comfortable with everything though. I guess the load balance per packet is I think that's in another card too. So let's just type it out and we'll say that I'm very comfortable with this, because if it's just setting up DNS, I shouldn't have a problem with that. Being host 1. Enabling LLDP, that's going to be really important. I'm going to need to make sure I do that. Oh, it looks like I need INET keyword in there, nice and easy. But that's something I need to do, even if it's not in the exam instructions. If I'm able to do that and actually use LLDP, I'm kind of not in the habit of doing that. I kind of don't just automatically do that the way that, well, I mean, sometimes when you're doing it at work, like, there's some environments where that's like not secure enough just to give information about the network like that. But if you're just setting up a new network, I would recommend enabling it, and then if it just so happens to be that it isn't compatible with the level of security required, disable it at that point. Okay, so I just did the log out on disconnect, so services, SSH, protocol, version v2, connection limit, okay, so here's where I can choose. I thought I had another card for this. Yeah. So here's another thing where I'll need to really carefully read the instructions. Oops, so we still got the BMP station config on there, so we can just do edit or delete routing options, BMP, do another commit check. Okay, commit check succeed. So yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with that. You know what, I'm even comfortable enough to hit the 4-day easy button on that. Okay, so this stuff is when it starts getting a little bit more tricky. VLAN normalization, that's kind of another thing that I have a lot of professional experience in. It's another thing that if you actually work in an ISP, you'll always feel valued, because if you learn this sort of stuff, because there's always going to be a need for people who are good at doing this. So you know what, I'm probably gonna say, oh yeah, this is all exactly the kind of thing I'm familiar with. Oh man, if I've got to troubleshoot something like this, this is hard stuff. I mean, this is the hardest exam, but like, I'm just really concerned about whether or not I'm gonna pass this. Oh, so yeah, so of course only compatible with VLAN tagging. We don't have VLAN tagging enabled, so of course we can't manipulate VLANs. But I'm pretty comfortable with this sort of thing, so let's just do a good on it, and then when it comes back around, we'll just I'll just remember where this is done. I think that'll help. If I can get into the interface mode and I can question mark out everything, that'll be good. Okay, link aggregation I'm really comfortable with. It's just set chassis aggregated devices 1. Oops. I mean, I can just oh yeah, Ethernet, and then device count 1. And I can even enable LACP. Yeah. LACP link protection. Enable that. But and then to actually configure the port channel, you would go set interfaces 0 gig ether options, and then it's going to be, that's the RFC for oh, it's not the RFC, it's the standard. Yeah, and then give it a name. It's going to be A0. You got to do that to both of them. Yep, and now you can add, you can do anything on that interface as you would do for just any interface. So now I should be able to go in here. Perfect. But you can see I probably won't be able to do that for AE1. Oh, no, I can do it for AE1, but I wouldn't be able to. If I do a commit check, it'll probably pass for AE0, but fail for AE1. Oh, and I've got the, so I mean, there it's going to fail because I only have device count of 1. Let's change it up to 2 and see if it fails for AE1, but passes for AE0. Okay, so it passes for both of them. It's just missing a step, so kind of confusing, but I have enough expertise to not let that throw me on test day. Okay, yep, and then we've got LACP, which stands for Link Aggregation Control Protocol. LACP, I forget exactly what it does. Let's look it up. So help apropos, type match, help type match, LACP. Okay, so it's a method of bundling. Oh, okay, so you can, yeah, it's good to enable LACP because then you can automatically add and remove individual links from it, and then you can have link monitoring to check whether both ends of the bundle are connected to the correct group. But the Juniper implementation doesn't have automatic addition and deletion of links. Yeah, I wondered, like, but it does get this second part. Yeah, so you've got to have active mode on at least one side. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was good enough. It seems kind of odd to enable LACP on Juniper because it doesn't implement that first part, but I think I'm going to mark this one as easy. I really understand, have a good sense of how to do this. Unfortunately, I didn't quite know how to set up LACP, or I didn't know what it stood for. It stands for Link Aggregation Control Protocol. Okay, so I think I did get that right actually, but I think I could use more practice. Or sorry, no, the opposite of that. I think I have practiced that enough. Oh, I'm missing an argument. I've got to have. Oh. Okay, I've got to set the system priority. So this is another read the question thing. The more carefully I read the question, the better. Oh, it looks like I've got this in there twice, so I'm going to edit the card and take out this first one. There we go. All right, and then the next one. Okay, so it looks like I can have some aggregated Ethernet options as well. I can guarantee that there's a certain number of links. I can, and then here I can set the LACP mode, whether or not to send out the LACP traffic. It'll only do it if it's in active mode, but it can still process it if it's in passive mode. It's a good idea to use those different modes to cut down on control traffic on the link. Okay, but I'm feeling really confident with this, so I'm going to hit the easy button. Okay, so the next is interface LACP link protection. I guess I'm not sure what they mean by that, but it's probably just as easy as well, let's look up the answer. Okay, so this is part of a leg. Oh yeah, of course, because link aggregation control protocol is of course going to be part of a leg. So let's see here, edit top, edit 0. Oh, right, because I already... Well, actually, let's do this. There we go. So now here's where I would set up particular LACP knobs, where I would toggle LACP knobs if they ask me to do so in the exam instructions. Okay, so MAC address has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 octets. Okay, so let's do a commit check. Oops, minimum links cannot be greater than 1 with link protection set for AE0. That's interesting. Minimum links cannot be greater than 1. I would think that you would want your minimum links to be greater than 1. Okay, but I just removed that command. Okay, and it succeeds. So I guess you have to allow for any number of links. You can't just say I want at least 2 links. Okay, but this, I guess I'm willing to hit the easy button on this one. It's just like maybe I need more practice with it, but you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I've got all sorts of other things to work on. Okay, let's clean up the config. Alright, so I'm not sure what they're meaning here. Let's look at the answer. Okay, this one I think I will say good and want to practice this one. So, and you know what? I might even say, okay, so it's going to be under the leg, of course. Okay, minimum links, LACP periodic, LACP fast failover, LACP admin key. Oops. It's got to be numeric. CP accept data. Receiving traffic. Okay, so yep, let's do a commit check on that. Oops. So number of member links configured 0. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, cool. Here's that error message that's going to be triggered if you're not meeting the minimum number of links. I wanted to look at that anyway. One thing I need to keep looking at is, as I'm doing these cards, are they actually on the curriculum? So actually, it looks like LACP is not. It might fall under interface configuration, actually, to be honest, so I think it actually might be on there. So yeah, I think this is good to leave on there because it might fall under interface configuration. Okay, so I'll mark this as good because I'm feeling pretty confident with it. It's going to be under the actual leg, and it's just a matter of reading the question. Okay, so here's VLAN normalization. I think I probably feel good with this. Yeah, so you just get into the interface and you do set VLAN, or we do edit unit 0, set yeah, so yeah, here's the VLAN input map, output VLAN map. You can set the swapping, all that. So that's all I wanted to. Yeah, so inner outer input map, output map. Yep, and then you could. It's just like a ACL where you match it and then you pop and swap, pop and push. Yeah, so let's type the whole thing out. Okay, so same thing. We got the error because I don't have VLAN tagging. Let's try just setting that up quick and see if that resolves the error. Nope, so it doesn't resolve the error because yeah, it's only valid on stacked VLAN tagging and flexible VLAN tagging mode. So we've got the wrong mode of VLAN tagging enabled. Let's enable flexible VLAN tagging. Okay, so yep, that's all there is to it. I'm not too concerned about this sort of thing. I guess I am a little bit because, you know what? Yeah, I'm pretty concerned about it, but I'm still gonna mark it good, and we'll see it again, and I can reassess how I think about how confident I'm feeling about that. Okay, so the next one is going to be interface generic link protection. Let's keep being grounded. Oh, so this is all interface stuff. So it could be interface, and not only that, if we go down to the MPLS section, VLAN normalization should be. Well, I thought it was. Maybe it's part of the. Oh, that's interesting. I actually thought VLAN normalization was called out on the test. Alright, well, I mean, that's good news. Maybe it's not on there. It's bad news for anyone who will actually go and work in a real-world ISP, but it's good news for exam takers. Alright, I need to take a quick break. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah. So let's keep going. That last one might not even be on the test, so I feel even better about hitting the good button. Link protection, that's very likely going to be on there under device infrastructure, device interface configuration. So let's see what's on there. Oh, it looks super easy. It looks like this is a part of link aggregation as well. Yeah, looks good. Configuration check succeeds. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. I mean, I think the testers are just going to say something like enable link protection on this or that, and I don't think that's going to be too difficult for me to do. If I do a help apropos plug dot match. Beginning with set, type match, link, protection. Oops, no S. The S is gonna mess that up. Oh, and if I do it like this, it actually freezes my routers. I don't think that'll happen on the test, but oh, there we go. So I can hit. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Why is it not matching? Okay, well, anyways, I think it'll match for help. Yeah, and then once I get that, that's all I need. I thought I wanted to just see the set commands, but I think it's actually limited in the, you got to be in config mode to see the set commands the way I tried to look at them here. But yeah, we can see, you know, ISIS, node link protection, all that sort of thing. So I'm feeling pretty good with this. Let's even go ahead and hit the easy button on this. Next is going to be interface troubleshooting. So yep, anything for setting up trace options I'm really comfortable with, and I'll be making sure to do that very liberally on the exam. Or, well, I guess often is a better word. I'll be doing that often on the exam. And I won't be hesitating to do that either. I'll be doing that as soon as, pretty much along with my regular configs. In fact, I bet you the answer, like the proctor, like when they take your answers and stuff, like they'll probably ask you to do that in some of the instructions, because that might be part of how they grade it. Okay, so let's just jump through the hoops. File, I like to just call it LACP. I've done a lot of trace options in my other labs, so I found that kind of works the best for me. Okay. And then this is, yeah, LACP is not even running. Okay, so this one I'm going to do the easy button on. Tempted to just delete it, but easy button's good for now. I'm going to need to pause the video quick. Alright, I'm back. Now this is interface MPLS. I'm not sure what that is. Let's look at the answer. Huh, okay, so this is an interesting one. Let's check the curriculum, make sure it's on there. Yeah, I don't see anything about that. Yeah, I don't know what an MSB is. So I guess I'll do it, but this seems like it might be specific to the 960 version. Yeah, hash key forwarding options. Okay, so I'll do it, but I'm probably gonna I'll hit a good on this one because I don't think it's gonna come up. So I don't think I need to practice it too much. Unlike the oh, you know what? I might need to do this. Oh, it's a hash key, and I'm confused about this. Payload? Yeah, I don't even know what the heck this is. Oh, this is for load balancing over pseudo wires, it looks like. Okay, so this is another read the question, toggle the knobs type thing. But it's definitely kind of catching me by surprise. So that's a bad thing. Yeah, I don't even know what least significant bytes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about, but I'm gonna mark this good. Okay, interface LACP options. I think I did this before and I said it was good. So you would do this under a leg interface and you would go into options, and this is just another question of reading the question and toggling the knobs. So this is just an example of some of the knobs that can be toggled. The best way to learn, or the best thing to do on exam day is make extensive use of that question mark and read the question very carefully. That's going to be much more effective than just memorizing a random configuration snippet. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. So let's mark this. I'm almost tempted to mark it as easy, just because it's toggling knobs. I guess knowing where to toggle the knobs is a little bit difficult, but I mean, it just makes sense that an aggregated interface would have aggregated ether options. So I'm gonna hit the easy button on that. Okay, so interface options. So edit interface 001.0. Set. Oops, we'll do an up. Set. Yeah, so I think they're talking about gig ether options, and under there you would do things like auto negotiation. You do things like so when you are going to add it to a port channel, you can do LACP. Here's where you can set the priority of the port for LACP. You can do for link protection, you can enable that. You can set this as the primary interface for link protection mode. Yeah, so if it gets that complicated, it's just a matter of reading the question. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm so scared of this test. I'm seriously like terrified of this test. Like I'm afraid that I won't even be able to qualify for it. Like, you know, I already had that scare where since I changed employers, I did not realize that I needed a new account. And I had to work with customer service for hours and days, across multiple days, to get that sorted out. Okay, so this is actually form. Top. Okay, so this is load balancing using a consistent hash instead of using per packet. So yeah, that's going to be a big one. I'm going to mark this as again, and I want to see that one again multiple times before the test, because that's pretty much new to me. Let's see here. So yeah, it doesn't. Unfortunately, there's nothing listed for node balancing, so I've got to make load balancing. So I've got to make a decision as to whether I want to invest time in this before the exam. I think I will, just because it's small enough, but I don't see load balancing called out explicitly. I mean, secure control plane, but that would be a control plane policing policy. So I want to see it again. I want to get used to doing that, but yeah. Okay, so here's BFD. Bidirectional forwarding detection. This is going to be on the curriculum, probably on the test under the interface configuration section. I mean, you never know what they're calling out when they because it's pretty vague language, and yeah, like, you know, it's going to be stuff like this, but I'm pretty sure like black hole, remotely triggered black holes might be on there, and you know, where does that show up? And then not only that, we've got load balancing under BGP path selection, so it gets really difficult to tell what's going to be on the exam just by looking at the curriculum. Okay, so here's bi-directional forwarding protection. Okay, so we've got BFD. Looks like we can apply it to a static route. That's kind of surprising to me. Okay, so the threshold must be greater than, okay, yeah, so I set the minimum to 10. Oh, well, they don't know what the word minimum means then, because I set it to the minimum, but I guess it has to be higher than the minimum. But if it has to be higher than the minimum, then the minimum is not actually the minimum. The minimum is the minimum plus 1. Okay, but we'll set it to 11. Oops, we don't have a next hop set up for this static route. Alright, that looks good to me. Yeah, this is another one of just reading the question better. I'm not sure if or when this will pop up. You know what? We've got this under a static route. Maybe this will show up under IGP. Yeah, I don't know. Like, usually there's like a PIM. Like, I know on the JNCI PSP, like there should be or like maybe on the JNCIS. Yeah, on the JNCIS there was PIM, so we've got things like that. So here's where it gets tricky. You know, is this a test of these topics here, or is this a test of these topics here and all of the prior topics? Because if that's the case, there's just so much to study. You can't really do it the same way I did it, you know, with hundreds and hundreds of topics. Even 80 topics took me months and months. Okay, so I finished that. I guess I'm not sure how to mark it. I guess I want to say again, just because it really caught me by surprise. Yeah, you know what, let's do it again on that. The reason I hesitate though is because I don't know if it's going to turn up on the exam, and if I study it and it never shows up, well, I just wasted a ton of time, and then meanwhile something I didn't study does show up, and I lose points for that. So I want to make sure these last 8 days, I'm studying exactly what I need to study. So I probably need to do more on PIM. I probably need to do more on remotely triggered black holes. But all in all, I'm feeling okay. But I do need to get my act together a bit. I've been kind of a little bit scatterbrained, I think, sometimes. Okay, so here's that same policy. What the heck was that? Okay, so I've got to actually give it a hash seed. It's basically just a MAC address. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will do it because these are hexadecimal. Oh no, that's actually not going to do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we can do 7, 8, 6. Okay, and now 7, 8, 9, A, B, C. That'll do it. Nope. I thought this was hexadecimal. Oh no, this is something different. This specifies the per router input value for per prefix load balancing hash function. So I guess it's going to be. Oh wait, is it 9 numbers? It's 6 sets of 2. Oh, but no, this is something else. This is not a MAC address. There we go. Oops, I forgot one. Okay, so here's our consistent hash load balancing. We've got other options as well. Per packet, random, source IP only. We're going with consistent hash. Huh. I guess I'm not sure what to mark it now. Like, I guess I kind of want to mark it again just because it's so out of left field for me, and I'm pretty sure load balancing is going to be on there. So you know what? Let's do that. Okay, now BFD. So BFD is going to be bidirectional forwarding detection, but I guess you can do it on a static route. I guess I'm not sure how that works. Let's pull up a help apropos for that. Okay, so we've got all sorts of help for that. Yeah, this is going to be PIM, protocol independent media. So like a static route. Oops, I have to specify a more, okay. Okay, one thing I haven't done yet, and this is kind of out of left field here, is I actually do want to get Secure CRT and start using that. I don't know what they're gonna let me do on the test, but if it just comes down on me and they say, hey, you've got to have a terminal installed, I want to have Secure CRT ready to go. So I think there's either a free version or you can have a trial or something like that. I mean, if there's a trial and it's a 30-day trial, I can certainly get by with that. Okay, but it looks like I'm gonna need to enter a God damn it. Okay. God damn it. Ah, I don't have one. Maybe I do have one. I thought I had one. No, I don't have one. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've got to fill out the registration form, so I'll just do that on my second screen here. This is going to be important. They want all your personal information. It's so annoying, but it's like, ah, shoot, and I actually did already have an account. So let's change the password. God damn it, I'm trying to unsubscribe from some of these spam messages I'm getting, and it's so difficult to do that. I just mark it as spam. I have my email filter take care of it. Yeah, I'm waiting for an email to come in right now, is why I'm just kind of being docile right now. If that's the right word, docile. No. No, it's not really the right word. What word was I going for? I was going for... Oh, shoot. Did it even start with a D? Basically, I'm not doing these cards. I'm just sitting here looking at my email, which is not what I want to do. I'm trying to get Van Dyke, but nah. Let's just move on. Okay, so BFD. I remember that it's going to be under routing options. Static route. Okay, so now is where we've got BFD options. As we saw though, we have BFD in a number of other places as well. It's going to be BFD liveness detection. Oops. So yeah, I feel pretty good with that now. So of course it's just toggling things again. Yeah, so just reading the question carefully, toggling the knobs. That's all there is to it. Okay, so it looks like we've got a whole so qualified next topic segment, directional forwarding the texture. Okay, so yeah, that's okay. I'm kind of tempted to do this, but all right, I'm feeling good about this one. So let's hit good and move on. Interface MPLS. So I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Let's see the answer. Oh right, yeah, and this is one I wanted to see more of because I don't know what this hash key garbage is all about. I don't even know like what terminology they'll be using to ask for that on the exam. Like configure a hash key, will they be saying that? But that could be literally anything. Is it an ERO? No. An ERO, I know what an ERO is. Explicit route object. Oh, maybe it's no. It's not node and link protection. Maybe it is. No. Yeah, I'm really not sure what this is. So let's mark it really good when I'm done with this because I just don't know what this is. I don't know where it fits in the test, and I don't want to spend time on it if it's not going to show up on the test. Yeah, so bottom label 1. Payload, now all the payload knobs I can toggle. So yep, that's all. Okay, so I'm going to hit the easy button on that. I don't think it's going to show up. If it does show up, I don't think it'll be too hard to figure out if the test uses the term hash. I can always do help apropos, pipe match, help, pipe match, hash, and hopefully something will, yeah, so this will trigger my memory. We've got help reference, hash key, so yeah, I can get in there. Yeah, we've got some examples here. Yeah, we've got a whole okay, so I'm going to hit the easy button on that. Alright, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so I'm already at past the 1 hour mark, which is good. I mean, 2 hours a day is I think a good time to study. Anything more than that, you can get kind of burned out, or you can end up doing things that aren't effective. Anything less than that, you just I don't think would be appropriate. But Yeah, I'm right at that sweet spot. So let's do one more card, and then that'll be it for today. And this is the consistent hash load balance. So do this, type this out, and then I think this will be a good. Oh, so there's something interesting. They're not actually applying it. So where it would be applied would be routing options, forwarding table, and then I'm pretty sure you would have to apply it. Yeah, you can see it's queued up there, ready to be applied. So this card kind of sucks. Definitely good to hit good on it. I'm kind of tempted to just hit easy because I don't really want to see it again for a while because it's kind of just a sucky card. But let's hit good. Okay, and then that's going to be it for the video today. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.